Okay, fine. I wanted to do a bit.
Well, we can, but I don't.
I just wanted to pay homage to my favorite YouTube channel, and apparently I'm not worth that. I think I just clipped the hell out of the microphone. I think I just clipped that thing.
Could you later like post and just add that shit in?
No. Now I'm leaving all that in.
Oh.
Hey, guess what? We found our groove.
I guess we did. I gotta start the butt timer.
It's time for Bamboo Terrace.
So maybe we should just call ourselves the Steelers.
The Steelers?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I
don't know, I wanted to pay homage to one of my favorite channels and just talk about this episode about some of my favorite channels because I think it would be an interesting topic because I spend 90% of my life on YouTube.
I didn't appreciate Game Grumps for a long time. You had them, like, injected into your veins, like, through an IV for 4 years.
It was how I got out of bed, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what they used to look like.
Spyro, Rhinox have been harassing us all day.
I didn't know they were like little girl ones.
For the whirligig to take you to Evening Lake. We've tried asking them to leave, but there's no reasoning with them.
Oh, they're monks.
Oh, they're cute. Why does she have a beard?
Okay, so I don't know why. I don't know if it happens for all of them because I think it happened for the guy in Greaseland. What was that one called? It's the name escapes me right now, but it also doesn't matter. They used to react when you would hit them. They were also way cuter on the PS1. And they would just make this tiny little cute little squeak, and it was cute.
Aww.
If you could clear the way for Chi-Chi and Lee, they'd most likely be able to push that boulder out of your way.
You have since revisited, like, all of it?
Yeah, I was, like, addicted to the John era for, like, a long time. I did this math. I did the math. For, God, what was it? Because it was 2012. John was still on the show when I found them.
3 or 4 years.
For about 3 or 4 years, every day, for a minimum of 11 hours, I was watching Game Grumps. Or Game Grumps was just on, and it was, like, in my ears. Every day. I probably have seen each video 1,000 times. 636 videos, and I've probably watched them like 1 billion trillion times. Probably that many.
Yeah, that math adds up.
That math buzz up.
Big number. So, freaking...
Michael!
Nah, he don't cry.
He did once.
He did once, and it was very touching.
Yeah.
Yes. So you had to cut off your addiction.
Yeah, I had to stop myself from like cold turkey. I had to drop Game Grumps, and I went into my YouTube history recently, and I found the last video I watched. I'm gonna see if I can't put like a link or something here. I really want to. I don't know how that works either. I'm gonna at least put the thumbnail.
Put it in the comment.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description, but I'll put the thumbnail up here so that there's like no like full big ass credit given.
Yeah.
Because that was it was something about that because it meant a lot to me. That was a rough part of my life, and that made it like really easy to deal with during that time. It was a lot of fun. Guess I got a little too comfortable. It was the first death of the run, wasn't it?
No.
No?
I think you died at the...
Did I die at the boss?
No, you didn't die at the boss.
No, yeah, I think it was the first death of the run.
Something hit you. I don't know, I'm still stuck on the dogs. Anyway, yeah, the video, you found it, and...
Yeah, I found that video, and it was like the last thing that was Game Grumps in my feed, of the John era anyway. And I thought that was... I don't know, because it was just relevant to me, so I thought it was like kind of like a little moment.
Well, I'm glad we went back and that I can finally properly appreciate it.
I used to oh god. Okay, I used to be a huge bitch about Game Grumps and like they like worst fan base. Okay, so you know how Undertale was ruined by its fan base? Well, I was ruining Game Grumps.
You solely.
Yeah, probably. Because I was bitching everywhere about Danny. For like a week.
Oh, you were one of... Well, you were one of the death threat people.
No. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Actually, I should probably clarify exactly what I mean. But, what I was doing, while I wasn't, like, sending Danny death threats, I was kind of upset that, like, John had left. And so...
If only there weren't all these nasty creatures
Did Did Feng just dab?
I guess
I'll see it in the footage.
I hope she did.
And if it did, I'm gonna put something right here.
Okay.
Moving on. So sorry to kind of just take the floor, but I never get to talk
No, go
about
on.
my Game Grumps addiction. And here
It
I
is
am.
basically the reason we are here.
It is more or less the reason that we're here, and I'm practicing editing. Just the idea, the thought that I might one day potentially could possibly work.
On anything.
I would frickin'. I'm still a huge fan. I warmed up.
It's great because you never you're not the type to like idolize anything.
No.
You're just like, yeah, that exists. I guess Techland, but it's more of like the
No, I don't idolize
company.
Techland. It's just that there's
Well,
one
there-
company that I'll trust, and it's Techland.
Yes. Okay, so there's respect and then there's like, oh my god.
There's respect and then deifying.
Yeah.
something.
So, you get a little shy and you don't care about that. So it's funny for me. Go on.
Got him.
Sweet, I suppose. Anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Nobody's ever said that. Nobody's ever once used that word to describe me. So anyway, I was just I was just like not even giving him a chance. Like I remember I was like trying to pretend that I was not being
having a good time.
shitty about it. And I watched them play Another World, and I watched them play what is it? What else did they play? They played Another World. They played.
I showed up when they
Strider
played
2.
Wind Waker. That was
Wind
it.
Waker. Wow, that was 2014, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of Game Grumps history, and I try my best not to flex it, but it's just always. It's the only thing I ever talk about is how much I'm on YouTube.
Well, because I remember it was like John left and you were really upset.
Come on.
Oh my god. John left and
Yes.
then you were not. You tried to watch a little bit of Danny, and then
And it just wasn't the
You just
same.
couldn't do it, so you stayed in John Grumps for like another 6 months.
That
Oh my god. And so I wasn't watching it. I don't know if it was because I didn't care or the other half was that I wanted to respect your grieving. But yeah, I would only watch what you showed me. So when Danny showed up and they did
Where?
Wind
Oh.
Waker, like it was barely then that you were like, yeah, here you go. And I think you showed it to me late. I think you showed it to me like a year after it came out.
I showed you Wind Waker and Mario Sunshine, which are still ace playthroughs. If you guys haven't seen those, they're kind of old, but you can go back and watch them. Stop watching this.
Probably stop.
Hold on, check this out. Right?
Yeah.
Still burns up.
Okay. So I hijacked that a little. You got what you were saying about you not giving him a chance.
Yeah, I really didn't give him a chance, but I tried to do that shitty thing where I watched it and I just like had my arms crossed. I was like, no, it's not as good. It's not as good. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't give the man a chance.
Did you physically have your arms crossed?
I probably.
Okay, because I'm like, that's an actual thing. With your brain closes off because of your body language. Anyway,
It was probably. And so I just decided I didn't like it, and
so I was in church.
I went back. But that's a discussion for another time.
Go on.
I want you to expound on that because you might have upset somebody. One of the 3 people that are watching this presently.
Yes. My mom.
My mom would watch one of my Let's Plays.
She would.
She would. She wouldn't care. She wouldn't get it.
She'd leave a like and move on.
She'd probably like put it on in the background and then just smoke a pack or 2. Thanks for that, Mom.
Anyway, Danny.
So yeah, God, Sidetrack Central. I'm so sorry. Eat the freaking butterfly. I'm sorry. Sparks was being a super.
Sentient.
All right, we're done here. We're done here.
Salacious.
No,
Okay.
salacious is not a word. You could have said sensational.
Really?
So I was watching freaking Danny Grumps and I was being a big ass pain in the ass, and then I bitched out and just like stuck with John Grumps forever, and I would only ever talk about John Grumps. But then I watched them play Strider 2, and it was really funny. and actually, I've been thinking about making just like a big ass retrospective on the entire, because like I'm editing this stuff and it's fun, but I want to make something structured too. So I think I want to go series by series and do an entire retrospective on the John era, and like where you can see like I used to think that was the greatest like entertainment that man had ever put together, but upon going back, I realized that there was a lot of like this is a freaking Let's Play, and also
It's another time.
There was a lot of...
different time.
It was a different time. There was a lot of things that you could say that you can no longer say. And it's not even that people didn't care back then. It's just that it was not taken nearly as seriously.
It was just different.
It was just different. It just was different.
That's cool.
That is really cool. Thank you, buddy. So not only that, because I can admit that I'll laugh at dark humor, and I will just. Excuse me. Ow. Okay, hold on. Am I being struck down right now by Twitter?
Preemptively?
Yeah. I just got some
Possibly.
acid reflux.
Oh dear.
Ow. Oh god. All right. Back to reality. Don't. I heard you gearing up. I saw you. I saw you.
The gears in my brain.
I saw you take a predatory stance, and I said, "Don't."
Because I'm on the ceiling right now.
Yeah, you're coming down like Spider-Man. What are you hanging by? Oh God! Put that away.
Oh!
I could think of a few uses for that. I could think of a
Would
few
you
uses
eat
for that
that?
too. That looks delightful. Yes.
If you knew it was a scary plant?
It wasn't. It's an apple. Does she change its molecular structure? Is that how magic works?
I don't know. Is what is in an apple and a plant equal to what is in a bunny?
Oh, okay. I want to do this here. Okay.
Ugh.
Just distract you guys from the thing. If anybody watches this, please leave a comment. About whatever you want, but I just want to present this. Okay, so magic, right? Like Skyrim magic? If you make ice with Skyrim magic, and that ice melts, can you drink that water? Is that water safe to drink? Because everybody's always on about Ash and his friends. Oh, they were lost in the desert, and they had a bunch of water Pokemon. Well, who says they could drink that water? It was cool.
That's weapon water.
Yeah, who says they could drink that water? That could basically be like drinking their blood, for all we know.
I think it would be drinking their stomach acid or salivary.
Yeah, it's it's a
gland.
body fluid. Do you
It's-
really want to drink another creature's body fluid?
I used to be of the mind if they could have drank it, but now that I am an adult, it's gross.
Yeah, it's water, but if you come across a body of water, don't just drink it, and
But-
don't just boil it either, because that doesn't always. Kids, survival advice: don't boil your piss. Don't. That's a lot of bad stinky air.
Yeah, wasn't it? What is it? Creates ammonia.
No. If you pee into a bottle of bleach, it'll create chlorine gas.
Just
Don't ask how I know that.
pee, not in bottles. Unless you're a trucker, then good on you. But please stop throwing them on the side of the road. Find a fucking trash can. I'm sorry.
Or you could just do it with a big glass bottle. That way nobody gets hurt, because the bottle breaks open, and then the bugs have something to eat. That's not true. Bugs don't eat glass. I feel like at least two of the three people watching right now.
You, me, and the ghost.
I'm not gonna watch this. I already have to edit it.
That counts.
God, that first episode is god awful, and I'm hearing us right now, and I'm thinking God, we've recorded hours by now. This audio is not as good as it's hitting our ears right now. We sound underwater, and there's nothing I can do about that because we can't dampen the sound anymore.
It's fine.
It's good. I hope it's fine. I hope her personalities carry, because those first two episodes are pretty raw.
It was edit heavy.
They were heavy on the edits. I hope I'm still able to find things to edit, because it's been fun.
I'm. Why is his text loading in like that?
It's haiku.
Okay.
That gator was me.
No, that's fine. I
thought
I understand what a
was a
haiku is. Thank you.
goner.
You don't.
Thanks for saving me. No, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for just the how freaking cool is this? Okay, I'm gonna stop lingering on this.
Okay.
But the amount of why are these guys poets? Why do they speak in haiku? That's awesome.
That was pretty good. We have the TV turned down, so I didn't.
The formatting
shut up
didn't
about the
communicate
text.
to you?
Huh?
You're a poet. You're one of the greatest poets I know. Ah!
Haiku is what they told you to do in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I remember they told me to do a haiku, and I did one about Digimon.
I don't remember
didn't
what I
get
did.
it.
I just did some cherry blossom garbage because it had to be themed.
Girls like cherry blossoms.
Hey, they're pretty, man.
They are.
Why do they only last for like 10 days in Animal Crossing?
Beauty withers.
So fun. Nice. But it had to be punctuated by Bunny Day. You want to talk about eggs? I got PTSD. I used to like eggs, but now I think of eggs and I think of Zipper.
I think of Zipper when I need to get off.
Game Grumps formed your life.
Game Grumps did form my life. I was a stupid little bastard, and then I watched Game Grumps, and now I'm a jerk, and everybody loves me.
Now you're a big, capable bastard.
I couldn't see him in the grass.
Just as I tried to,
It's the only compliment I've received in the last 5 years.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Where do I fit in? I'm not sure, but I like Best Friends a lot.
Yeah, I showed you Best Friends, and it didn't take immediately. But then you heard Pat go off about bathrooms.
No, he does that.
No, that was
all
there was
the
that other
time.
one on the podcast later. But you heard him for the first time talk about how it's horrible that people are horrible, and that he can live in any form as long as he's alive, even as a toilet.
I don't remember that. I remember the Cthulhu playthrough vaguely.
Oh God.
But I remember I don't know. I watched Silent Hill. I don't remember the first joke that got me.
I love. Oh God, that dynamic will never come back.
I never need them to know I exist. Although Pat did acknowledge my
Yeah.
one
You
time.
gotta know a little spat with him.
It was the Nintendo piracy thing having to do with Smash, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What are you I love you. What are you talking about?"
What was the argument? Can you accurately remember what that was about?
It had something to do with people were pirating Smash early, because downloads on your console is just locked.
Oh yeah. So he was saying it's there. Just let me play it. It's your fault. People are pirating it.
Yeah, it's your fault for piracy because you don't let go. And I he made a point, but then it derailed, or at least I felt it did. I don't know, but I just couldn't process it, and I was like, Pat, I love you, my God, but what are you talking about? I don't understand how it's Nintendo's fault. And he's like, I didn't say it was Nintendo's fault. And I was like, Pat, what?
He did. He didn't. What he said was very specific, and what it was. Don't just unlock it. Just unlock it. It's already on my console. What are you doing? And while I get that,
shut up though.
I don't know what reasons they would have, but that doesn't mean they don't have a reason.
Yeah.
I try to apply this thinking as often as I can, and the answer that I get more often than not is who cares. So to that I say, well, I mean, if you don't care, okay.
I wouldn't care. It doesn't upset me the way that went down. I am upset that is my first and likely only interaction with the funny man that halfway formed my humor. It's just... It sucks. Twitter sucks, but at the same time, I've had the opportunity to interact with a lot of people I admire, and I feel like I squandered it at every turn, and it hurts my soul.
The only thing that I could say that you squandered was that one time that Brian Fuller was like, I want to come over to your house and eat dinner, and then you spelled nut with 2 T's.
Yeah, I mean...
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about how much I loved him. That's it. I thought nut had 2 T's and Wednesday had 2 S's.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you also thought Reese's wasn't pronounced the way it is.
Recess.
No. Say it right. Face your failures.
Reese's.
Yeah, that's wrong.
What is that name?
Thelonious is going to judge you.
Okay.
Thelonious is the name... Okay. Check this poll. Thelonious is the name of the executioner from Shrek.
Really?
Yeah. I think his name is Thelonious.
Oh, you think?
Because John Lithgow's character, what's his name? Lord Farquaad.
Oh.
Lord Farquaad, when the mayor is like, you're not a king, he turns around to him, and it's like, Thelonious, and then he punches the mayor.
That sounds right.
Guess what? I'm not a Shrek fan. That just came back to me. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of worthless information.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Did you know that episode 108 is the final episode of Sonic 06 playthrough, and it's called Excuse Me? Did you know that Top Shop is the most boring episode of the John era? Did you know that episode of Sonic 06 called Catharsis is the first episode they play as Silver in the Sonic fight?
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.